now look at Muhammad today. And I know that Muslims don't like us to look at Muhammad. Usually when we look at Muhammad, Hatun, what happens?
Muslim gets very upset.
Yes.
But
you can get upset today, all right, but don't hit us, okay? You've been a good friend for many, many months, haven't you?
He never beat us, though.
No, he doesn't. Yeah. But let's see, and I want Muslims to specifically give us, where is it, or let me ask you, Hatun, what do Muslims say about Muhammad?
Muslims say lots of things about Muhammad. One of the things they say is, because Quran confirms Muhammad came as a mercy to mankind.
Okay, do you agree with that? Muhammad is a mercy to mankind.
Surah 21 verse 107 tells us Muhammad is mercy to Muhammad.
Do you agree with
came
that?
As a mercy to man.
No, just answer. Yes, you would agree with that?
His ways prefer to listen.
Okay. Are there any, you're Muslim? Any other Muslims here? Come, let's talk to you. Okay, that's fine. All right. Not many Muslims, but Yahya, you're going to stay here and listen. Let's use you as our foil. So we are agreed he's a mercy. What does that mean?
It's not we all agree. Quran teaches Muhammad is mercy to mankind.
You're going to...
I am disagree with that, but that is what Islam teaches. That is what Muslims are telling me almost every week.
Okay, so you're going to say, you're going to disprove that.
Islamic tradition is disproving that. I'm just tool sharing that information.
Okay, let me ask you, what does that mean, that Muhammad is a mercy to mankind? How would you define that?
I would like to stand on a level with you, so when you ask me, I answer. Because I don't want to be down and you're up.
Do you have a ladder?
No, I don't have a ladder. I'm going to go...
But the camera's on you, so you can be the camera here. Just say, what does that mean, to be a merciful to mankind? To be a mercy for us? How would you define that?
Okay. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, he didn't come with a new religion, but continues of the message of all the prophets before him. There's only one God, obey him, submit to him, worship him, and that's it.
So what does mercy mean?
That doesn't answer the question. Question was, if Muhammad is mercy to mankind, what does that mean?
Can I just talk to one person and answer one person, because I cannot talk to two persons?
Okay, we're asking the same question again.
No, you asked me.
He is a mercy. What does that mean?
The mercy is that the truth from Almighty God sent his messenger to all of you. Prophet Muhammad, he didn't come to the Muslim, he came to all mankind to come to mercy, to show you the oneness of God with Jesus, peace upon him.
Okay, you're not answering the question again. Is he answering the question?
Can I don't...
Please answer this question.
I didn't interrupt, I didn't finish. Can I finish?
Go ahead.
Okay. Jesus, peace upon him, he never teach Trinity or incarnation. He teach the Lord our God is one. And this is what the Prophet Muhammad come to tell you. Repent to Almighty God.
Have we got an answer here yet?
No.
Do you want an answer?
Yes.
Please give us, what does it mean? Is Muhammad, if he is the mercy for mankind, what does that mean? In what way is he the mercy to mankind?
May I?
Is he an example to mankind?
Can I answer?
Is he an example?
I heard you.
No, you're going to go off and preach on another subject again. We don't want a sermon, we want an answer.
No, I'm giving you an answer exactly what the Prophet Muhammad mercy is.
Oh, he'll be here all day then.
Yeah, but
okay, listen, do you want to hear this or you want an answer?
We want an answer.
You want an answer. Come on, give us an answer. Really quick now. What does this mean? Okay, let me give you some questions.
He conveyed the Quran. That's the answer. And that's your mercy.
The Quran is a mercy, okay? Yes. So it's a book is the mercy.
Yes.
Is he a model for mankind?
Yes.
Is he a model?
Of course he is.
Is he the best model?
Yes, the best model.
Is he the best model?
Yeah, he is.
So everything Muhammad does is a model for you too.
Yes.
What's your name?
My name.
Hold on.
His name is Yahya. What's your name?
Please. Let him just deal with me. Let him deal just with me. You are hypocrite because you don't want to hear my voice. He wants a weak Muslim so he can ride him. He wants weak Muslim so you can ride him. Please.
We want an answer because we want to see if Muhammad really is the example for mankind. You all want to hear that, don't you? because we know Jesus is a model, but we're going to ask first of all, how good a model is Muhammad? And that's the question we want to answer today.
Okay. Muhammad, peace upon him, he's the best example for a human.
How?
Muhammad, he
Okay.
married. Jesus, he didn't marry. Muhammad has a children. Prophet Muhammad has a children. Jesus, he didn't have children. Please.
So, Muhammad is example for us to follow today. Muslim reasoning is because Muhammad married, and one of his wives was 9 years old, and his wife was wife of his adopted son.
Well, he was 53 at the
hold
time.
on,
She
hold
was
on.
9.
And
Hold
other
on.
Is that a
reason,
good model for today?
Okay, hold on.
Other-
So don't use that as a model, Yahya. You get a better one than that. So Muhammad was 53.
Can I answer?
Aisha was 9 years old.
Yeah.
Do we allow 53-year-old men to marry 9-year-old girls today in Britain?
that's not the model.
Please say no.
That
Please
is
say
not
no.
that is not the model.
Obviously not.
Can I answer? Can I
But-
answer?
Let's ask the
If you
question:
don't want to
Is
answer, you
Muhammad
just want to
came to be
and
role
lie.
model
Please.
for mankind?
So,
Is he
let's
mercy
see
to
how
mankind
good
as
a
well?
role model he is.
Yes.
Now, where are you going to go to find out this role model?
You
So,
ask me.
because Quran doesn't tell us about life of Muhammad,
Okay.
so we go to the earliest biography of
Okay,
Muhammad.
now, what is the earliest biography?
So we've got Ibn Hisham.
Ibn Hisham. Now, Yahya, do you trust Ibn Hisham?
Can I answer?
Do you trust?
one.
Yes or no? Do
One.
you trust Ibn Hisham?
One.
Yes or no? Do you
One.
trust Ibn Hisham?
You put a claim that she was between 6 and 9. She was 16 and she was got married when she's 19. He never got married with 6 years old.
That
I have
is-
the proof. I have evidence.
Al-Bukhari,
for you to have that
Volume
evidence.
1. Read it and you will see. She was 9 and he was 53. Now let's move on.
It's not
So
on
we're
the-
going to go to Ibn Hisham, right?
Yeah.
We're going to go to the biography of Muhammad. Is there any earlier biography than Ibn Hisham?
No.
That's it. So you can't get anything earlier.
No, we know Ibn Hisham wrote down from Ibn Ishaq, or expanded what Ibn Ishaq
We don't
wrote.
have Ibn Ishaq.
We don't have Ibn Ishaq, so we've got Ibn Hisham.
We've got to go to Ibn Hisham or Al-Waqidi. So
Al-Bukhari,
what
yeah.
does Al-Waqidi comes later?
Yeah.
So we want to go to the earliest biography, the closest to the event, which would be the most authoritative.
Yeah.
That's why we're now quoting from your material. We're going to your material and all the other Muslims who are here today. Just look around. There are many Muslims who are watching. We're going to make sure that we use your best authority. This is nothing that we've written. And what does Ibn Hisham say?
I have Tabari.
Is
I
Ibn
have,
Hisham?
hold on, hold
Please
on.
don't touch me.
I
Is
have,
Ibn Hisham
I have
talks about
evidence
Muhammad?
from Tabari, Ibn Kathir, and Bukhari and Muslim. All hadith prove that she was over 16 years old.
He's still on this 16
And
years
he
old
don't
again.
want to listen.
We moved on.
There
Yeah,
is-
we
there
moved on.
is- there
We
is-
go to Al-Bukhari.
There is over 70,000
You're right.
hadith. Most of it are weak or
Number
false.
nine.
Okay, let's move on. So let's
Not
go ahead.
authentic.
What does it say in Ibn Hisham about, let me just ask you this. How about those who mocked Muhammad? What does Ibn Hisham say happened to those who mocked, who basically said things bad against Muhammad?
Of course, he didn't only say not nice things, he ordered them to be killed. So, in Islam, in earliest time of the Islam, if you mock the Prophet, yet according to Islam, mocking is just only saying, writing poems about Muhammad,
Now, do you have
then
the book
you'll
here?
get killed. Yes, I do.
Listen, while she's getting the book, this is Ibn Hisham. We're going to show you the book. Please go and get it and read it for yourself. We are not making this up. All of this comes from Ibn Hisham, who died in 833. Muhammad died in 632. You can do your own math. But there's nothing earlier than Ibn Hisham. Here is the English translation of Ibn Hisham. We recommend you go to Alfred Guillaume because he stays closest to the Arabic. Get this book. Read it. We are going to give you page numbers so that everything we're saying, please check up. Make sure that we're being honest. You keep us honest, okay? Now, when we read page 308 and 337, we read about Al-Nadir ibn al-Hari. What did Al-Nadir ibn Hadi, what was his sin? What was his crime?
Oh, well, of course, that changed from Muhammad to other people. For me, actually, it's not a sin or anything. According to Islamic tradition, Al-Nadir bin Harith told people that Muhammad copied some stories in the Quran, which was already existed, and then Muhammad put them in the Quran. So he made a claim Muhammad is telling fairy tales.
Okay, old fables,
Yeah.
and he included them in the Quran.
Quran, yes.
And we know this is true. The 7 sleepers is a case of that. Cain and Abel and the hoopoe bird in Surah 5, Ayah 31 and Ayah 32 is a fable.
I am grateful that you weren't living in the time of Muhammad to support Ibn
So
Nadir.
I would have said
because
these
you-
are fables.
Yes,
and
because you
most
would get
people here
killed.
would say these are fables. So what happened to Al-Nadir ibn al-Harith?
So-
What happened to him?
So we read this story in the page 308 and 337. It tells us he was captured at the Badr and beheaded by Ali on the Muhammad's order on his presence. So he was captured, he was beheaded in front of Muhammad.
So did you all hear that? So the crime that he had done was he said that Muhammad had borrowed fables and incorporated them into the Quran, which is true.
Yeah.
And I would say that today. I say it every Sunday. Therefore, what Muhammad said to him is he had to be beheaded for that.
Yes.
His only crime, he was mocking Muhammad.
So he had to say goodbye to his head in front of the presence of Muhammad.
He had to say goodbye to his head. That's a nice way to put it.
Yeah.
What about Uqba ibn Abu Mu'at?
So we looked at what Muhammad did to Al-Nadir bin Khalid, and then second person is Uqbat bin Abu Mudat. Sorry for the pronunciation.
I guess you're
He
not talking
mocked
to me, you're
Muhammad
talking
in
to her.
Mecca and then wrote derogatory verses about
So before we go on,
Muhammad.
what's your reaction to that? Should he have been beheaded?
Where there is debate, you ask me and you talk to me, not you talk to
Okay, we're asking you now, should he have been beheaded?
Good luck. Good luck.
You want to answer that?
No, I'm not going to answer anything.
Well, why won't he answer that?
Your
Because he
conversation-
knows this is not a good model for today, is it?
No. The model is.
Should
that
we
you are-
use this model
you are
today?
a liar deceiver. You want somebody to ride. You're not gonna ride me. I ride you.
Why are you getting-
I ride you. Shut it. Shut it. I have the evidence. Shut it. I'm not talking to you. Shut it. Shut it.
Yes.
Shut it.
Why
Yes,
are you
that's how
getting
they
so
should have it.
upset?
Shut it.
And what is it about
All-
this material that
all-
gets you so angry?
All the children, listen to this, all the children of Abu Bakr was born before Islam revelation, was before 610.
That's not the question we're asking today.
No, not.
The question
Did you
we're
notice he
asking-
doesn't want to answer the question?
We are talking.
And why doesn't he want to answer the
One
question?
by one.
Because should we use that model today in Britain? Should we use that model today in Britain? If someone makes up something and claims that they put it into a holy book, is that a capital offense?
Is your God, it's better that he crucify his son to forgive you instead of forgive you.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Jesus.
One God.
Absolutely, Jesus is our God.
Yeah.
And he
Isn't that
did come and
amazing?
die again.
Jesus
God
never
Now
the
let's get back to this. Can you see? He does not want to answer the question.
I can talk to you
Are
later.
there Muslims
I can
here
talk
who
to
are
you.
bothered by
I
this?
don't need to talk
Because
to you
we're
now.
using your material here. This is
Material.
nothing we have written.
Your God is
Let's
very
go to the next
unforgiving.
one. Let's go to the next one. Stay here. Now, don't
No,
get
I'm
so
not
upset.
staying here.
Listen to what we're saying.
Let me get something.
Okay, let's go to the next one.
Uqbah bin Abu Mayad. Uqbah bin Abu Mayad. He mocked Muhammad in Mecca and then wrote verses about Muhammad.
So he wrote derogatory.
Verses about Muhammad. So
So
what
he
happened?
mocked Muhammad.
According to Islamic tradition. So what happened? What happened to this gentleman?
Are you having a problem?
I can speak to him just as much as I speak to you. Why you having a problem with the hijab?
That's fine.
Jesus, that's the difference. He made us equal. He made us equal.
Okay, here we go. So here you have Mu'ayt. He wrote derogatory poems,
Verses about
verses against Muhammad.
Yes.
So what happened to him? What did Muhammad do to him?
Of course, Of course, you would expect Muhammad to
Are you giving up? Are you already giving up? She's already conceding, and we're just reading her material. But can you see why this is so damaging? I would give in too if I were you.
No. How Jesus?
Yes, you better rock the red. You better fly the white flag. So let's continue.
So someone mocked Muhammad and then wrote verses against Muhammad. What would you expect? Someone who makes a claim that he is the example to all mankind and role model for us today, you would expect Muhammad to have a conversation with him, sit around the table, and then discuss.
Okay, let me ask you something. Can we mock Muhammad today?
Yeah.
I hope so. I only heard 2 people say yes. Are the rest of you believe we should not mock Muhammad today?
No. You can't mock Muhammad. Jesus.
We can mock anybody. Can we mock Jesus Christ?
No.
Yes, you can.
People did mock
And
Jesus.
everybody mocks Jesus Christ. You've heard much mockery happen today against Jesus Christ. Do we kill anybody because of it? No, we don't. That's the beauty of Jesus.
People did mock Jesus. People did mock Jesus.
Why are you so angry?
And Jesus said,
How about 120 million Native Americans?
Okay, let's go ahead.
we read from the Bible that Jesus was mocked. Yet he said, Father, forgive them for they do not know what they are doing. Versus Muhammad felt he was mocked and then he beheaded people.
So we've only looked at 2 people. What they did to Muhammad is what I would do today. And what happened to both these people? They were beheaded.
Both of those people
They
are
were beheaded.
Let me just tell you what happened to the Mu'ad bin Abu Muhtab. So he was captured at the Badr and beheaded. Before he was killed, Uqba cried, but who will look after my children, O Muhammad? Of course, wonderful Muhammad says, hell. That's not very nice, isn't it?
So he said hell will look after him. So even when he asked about his children, what's going to happen to his children? Who's going to take care of them? Muhammad responded, hell will take care of them. Is that a motto for today?
He said, hell.
Do you really want to follow Muhammad? Folks, we're going to talk about Jesus next. But let's bring up another one. Let's bring up another one.
This is the woman who identified according to Islamic tradition called Asma bin Marwan.
Asma bin Marwan. Now, who was Asma bin Marwan? She was a poetess, was she not?
She wrote wonderful poem. You can read this poem even in Ibn Hisham. She was mother of 5.
She had 5 children.
Yes.
She wrote poetic verse against Muhammad when he first moved to Medina. She was from Medina, was she not?
Yes.
Muhammad was not from Medina, was he not?
Yes.
So
Muhammad
he
was from
came to
Mecca.
Medina as a guest.
Yes.
She wrote poetic verse against him. She had 5 children.
Yes.
What happened the night when Muhammad said, who will take care of this woman from me? And where do we read that first?
So again, we read that from the Ibn Hisham. Also, you can read it from the Hadith as well.
Page 676. 675 to 676. Please go and read it for yourself. What happened to Asma bin Marwan?
So let me just first tell you the reason. So she is mother of 5, wrote a poem against Muhammad. And poem was he was blaming the Medinians for obeying Muhammad as a stranger, also not taking initiative to attack Muhammad by surprise. So what happens is, Muhammad asks, who is going to get rid of this woman? Umayyah bin Adid al-Khatmi.
Umar is known as the blind disciple.
Killed her that night as she slept. He removed her breastfeeding infant before stabbing her. Muhammad told him, you have helped God and his apostle.
All right, can you see how serious this is? So what we have here, we have the Umar, the blind cleric, goes that evening and he takes a sword and he plunges it into her heart. He kills her while she was suckling a baby. she was suckling her infant when Muhammad Obed came and killed it. What happened the next morning when he came and reported to Muhammad?
Muhammad says, you hate God and you hate his apostle.
You have helped God and his apostle.
So Muhammad confirmed, and in 2017 language he said, well done my good servant, you've done very good job. Yet he killed a woman who was suckling her baby.
So her only crime was that she mocked Muhammad. She wrote a poetic verse against him.
Muhammad.
That was her only crime, and yet Muhammad had her killed while she was suckling her baby.
Yes.
Is that a model for today?
No.
Do you want that in Britain? No. And yet we're reading from the only source, the earliest source, Ibn Hisham, page 675 to 676. I'm so glad we don't follow Muhammad. Can you see now why we're bringing this up at Speaker's Corner? And I can see why the Muslims are getting upset. They want you to follow a man like this. Be careful who you follow. Give me another example.
So, fourth person whom Muhammad associated with killing is Mikyas Subaba Hubaya. Mikyas bin Subaba.
And that's in Ibn Hisham, page 551. He was killed, and what was his crime?
So he had killed an Ansari who by accidentally he killed his brother.
And then he became a polytheist.
Yes, he became a polytheist and then he returned to the Quraysh.
So he was an apostate.
Yes.
So as an apostate, what happened to him?
But he became apostate after he killed his brother. What happened is he was killed by someone from his community because he became people who follows the pagan gods.
Okay.
He killed his brother, he became polytheist from the Medina, and he was killed.
Your God Jesus.
So we get
Can I say
this
something about
apostasy.
Jesus?
You killed the apostate. You can see why it's in the Quran itself. It's 04 ayah 89. Okay, now let's go to Ka'b bin al-Ashraf. Ka'b bin al-Ashraf.
Okay, you made the point.
He wrote a lament. Is it getting hard for you?
Is Jesus a model?
Jesus is the only model.
Let me ask you.
Nobody has a problem with Jesus. Everybody loves Jesus. We haven't even got to him yet. And you can see why already the Muslims want us to get off the subject. They don't want us to continue. Are you embarrassed? Are you embarrassed by your prophet?
No.
Jesus
I would be embarrassed.
Jesus asked you to sell your garment and buy the sword.
What did he do the very next day?
Leave my enemy and kill them in front of me. Jesus and Muhammad.
Okay, here we go. So here you have now mocking the prophet, lamenting against the prophet, and in every case, what happened here? He had his head taken off.
Yeah.
5 volunteers cut off his head, right?
Yes.
So here's the other example of that. Now, can you see? The Muslims don't want us to continue. They want us to move back to the Quran. They're getting embarrassed. Why are you getting so embarrassed? Why does he want us to move away? Does this really bother you?
We are talking about Muhammad. Muhammad who ordered killing people, and after people have been beheaded, Muhammad said, well done. So we are talking about that man, and we are asking the question, is that acceptable? Is that what the prophet of God is supposed to do? And answer to that is
no. We've been looking only at your material. We're looking at your biography, the biography of your prophet. And in every case, the only example that Muhammad had was to kill those who mocked him, to kill those who lamented against him, to kill those who wrote against him.
But here's the problem, Jay. When you read those stories, you see actually there is no mocking. They are wonderful poems. Muhammad didn't even have a thick skin to deal with the objections, and he ordered people to be killed, or he associated with people who killed them.
What about the Jews? What did Muhammad do to the Jews?
Oh, well, he didn't like them either.
He didn't like the Jews. He didn't like the Jews. Yes. We're going to go back to Ibn Hisham again. Now, this time, we want to go to Al-Bukhari. Let's don't go to Ibn Hisham. Al-Bukhari, volume 5, hadith number 370 to 372. And the man's name is Salam ibn Abu Hukayk.
Or Abi Rafi, also known as Abi Rafi.
He was a Jew, was he not?
Yes, he was a Jew from Medina who supported Ka'b ibn Afas. Ka'b ibn Afas, the one who was just killed by Muhammad, by order of Muhammad. And he was killed as well.
He was killed. We also have it in Ibn Hisham, page 675, where Abu Afak, a 120-year-old man, 120-year-old man, how could he be harmful? How could he do anything at that age?
Muhammad says, who will deal with this rascal for me? A prophet says, who will deal with this rascal? And this is 120 years old, a Jewish man, and Muhammad orders his killings.
So
that
he was
disgraceful.
killed at 120 years, and his only crime was he urged people not to follow Muhammad. Folks, he's already giving up. You can see he's going away. But I would urge you not to follow Muhammad.
He don't want.
He's been trying to talk to her for the last 2 years, yes.
Congratulations.
Is it getting too much?
No.
It's not so much.
Can you give us a defense of this? Can you give us a defense of all these actions?
Lots of defense, but this is what you don't want to hear.
For the last 2
You
years.
want to hear her only.
Right? It converts a lot of British people.
Oh, we're bringing many Muslims home. And they love Jesus because of what we're saying. But we haven't even got to Jesus yet. We're going to get to Jesus. Let's stay with Muhammad a few more. This is getting hard. I understand it. It's becoming difficult.
Here is the reason why we talk about Muhammad. Why we talk about
Let me ask you. I just met you right now. You used to be a Muslim, but now you're a Christian. And you love Jesus, don't you? And why do you love Jesus?
He loves you. He's not about
He doesn't love you. You never met him. How do you know he loves you?
You never met him like you. We're perfect from the very beginning.
She's mad. She's mad.
Jay,
you change her. You change this girl.
Does she look mad to you? Does she look mad? She looks perfectly sane to me. But what she's saying is making you mad. No, you're the ones that are mad. You're angry because you don't like to see a convert in front of you. I thank God for you, sister. We just met. God bless you. And we're going to be together forever, aren't we? We're going to be together in heaven, aren't we? He's not a Muslim.
It's haram. It's haram.
We're not going to
Because he's shaking his hand, he's thinking about something else.
Your eyes can be
No, that's what a Muslim would do. And you're acting like a Muslim now. But I love Jesus. And she is my sister in Christ.
She's your sister.
And we're going to be together forever, aren't we? And I can't wait to get to heaven. To be with Jesus again.
Hold on. What are you going to do in heaven with her? You can't even touch her.
This is the only thing Muslims can think of.
Yes.
Is sex, 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 sex. That's all they can think of is sex.
Without sex, you will never be here.
I thank God that I can look at women as my equal. There is no difference between man and woman. Jew and Greek, slave and free. We are all equal in Jesus Christ. Oh, I love Jesus.
Jay, let me just say something. The reason that speakers going to be talking about Muhammad is because what Muhammad...
Let's keep to the subject. We're going to come back to Muhammad. We have some more to read. And there are many people who are going to watch this on the internet. They want to know, what is Muhammad like? So what are some more things we find out about Muhammad?
Just a moment. The reason we talk about Muhammad at Speaker's Corner is because what Muhammad do to you.
Can we have subtitles?
Because you follow Muhammad, that's why you look at this wonderful woman and then you think about sex. That's disgraceful. So, we looked at the Muhammad.
There's another reason. What we're reading here, we can only do at Speaker's Corner. They wouldn't let us do this in the street. They wouldn't let us do it at the book table.
Why? They think you're mad, that's why.
So, we just
You think I'm mad.
No, the police...
And what's interesting, it is your material I'm reading. So if I'm mad, what does that say about your prophet Muhammad?
He's a good man.
He's a bad man because you've just defined him right there.
according to Muslims, Muhammad is a good man because he beheaded people.
I'll tell you why. Take any man. Take any man in the history. Take any man. Listen.
Okay, take any man in history.
Within 26 years, you took a nomad Arab and gay people. You know what's nomad Arab? Nothing.
Khadija was a normal Arab. Look at Khadija. What did Muhammad do to Khadija? And what did Muhammad do to women?
Listen.
Khadija was pre-Islamic. She had all the freedom in the world.
I can tell you what Muhammad.
Khadija was her own master. She controlled Muhammad. Did she not? She would not let Muhammad have another wife while she was married to him, right?
Muhammad couldn't do that. But soon after Khadija died,
As soon as Khadija died, then Muhammad had not just one wife, but 12 wives. That's what Muhammad did to women. Look at Khadija and compare Khadija with all the other wives, and you will see how Muhammad destroyed womanhood. So now he's changing. Now he's going back to Abraham. How about Jesus? Forget about Abraham and everybody else. Come back to Jesus.
Here's the problem, Jay. There is nowhere in my Bible tells me Abraham or Solomon is role model for me. There is nowhere in my Bible
He's
it
not
tells
your
me.
model.
There is nowhere in my Bible it tells me I have to follow Abraham or Solomon. Yet, as a Muslim, you have to obey Muhammad and you have to follow Muhammad. As a Christian, I go back to Jesus. I go back to Jesus.
Abraham is in your
So who do we go to?
Jesus,
We
we
always
go back to Jesus.
But Abraham is in your
We always go to Jesus.
Yes.
Now, did Jesus do any of this?
People mocked Jesus. Jesus never beheaded them. Jesus said, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. Verses.
Jesus.
When Muhammad was mocked,
I love
he
Jesus.
ordered them to be killed. He beheaded them. That's not an example.
Who
That is not
is the King of
acceptable.
Kings?
Jesus.
Who is the Lord of Lords?
Jesus.
Who is God in heaven?
Jesus.
Who is God on earth? Who died on the cross?
Jesus.
Who then rose again?
Jesus.
Who is now in heaven? Who waits for you and me?
Jesus.
Who wants to bring you home?
Jesus.
What's his name?
Jesus.
What's his name?
Jesus.
Can't hear you. Oh, what a name. That is the model we like to go to. We're getting to him. But we've got to do with Muhammad first.
So, Muhammad did not only order or associate with killing people who mocked him
Right?
or who left Islam, also Muhammad killed people who claim to be prophets.
So any competition.
There is no
If there
competition
was
in
any
Islam.
competition with Muhammad, what did Muhammad do? If someone else claimed to be a prophet, what did he do?
You will never let me talk about Muhammad.
I want to go to Al-Aswad,
No. You
the
asked
prophet.
me
Yeah.
question. You asked me
So,
question.
What would Muhammad
I just told
do?
you.
What did Muhammad do to Aswad?
I just told you. He took a nomad Arabs from nothing to a big empire.
He made them a barbaric people.
Full of science, full of knowledge.
We will get into that. We will see how barbaric Muhammad was. But let's go and see what Al-Aswad did. So tell me, what?
Islamicide.
No, not Islamicide.
Pretend I'm not Muslim, okay?
but you are a Muslim. Are you ashamed of it? Are you ashamed of it?
Can I finish my question?
I guess you
All
are.
you guys are doing is dissing Islam. I want you to prove why Christianity is a rightful
We're going to do that with Jesus. We're going to do it. I can't wait to get to Jesus. But we have to ask this question. Why is it Muslims don't want us to ask the question? Why are you so upset with us every Sunday? Stop talking about Muhammad. Because nowhere else can we talk about Muhammad. This is Speaker's Corner. And it's the bastion of freedom of speech. It's the only place we can do it.
Of course, Muslims don't want you to talk about Muhammad because Islam doesn't allow freedom of speech. Look, people express their freedom of speech and they got killed.
But can we do this in your country?
Which country? Which country?
Where are you from?
Australia. What are you going to do?
Oh, wait, say Australia, we can do it. But where are you from originally? Where is your ancestry?
Africa. Are you going to
Where in Africa?
East
Tell me.
Africa.
Where in East Africa? Before that, where did you come from?
That's where I came from. You tell me. Do I know?
Where do you come from?
Where I come from?
Thank God they have Christianity there. In her countries, it's because of Christianity that we have the freedom to do so. Australia is a Christian country. Kenya is a Christian country. But you cannot go to a Muslim country and do what we're doing today. You cannot do this at any other Muslim country.
Can I do that in Saudi Arabia?
Go to Saudi Arabia.
Can I do that in Pakistan?
Go to any Muslim country and ask the questions we're asking today.
You need to go to Somalia.
Thank
I do
God for
that in
Christianity.
Pakistan?
And thank God for Jesus Christ. We would be killed for asking this question. And you see why she has the freedom to smile like you do.
Saudi
And in
Arabia
your
is
country
corrupt.
like Australia, they allow you to be free as a
Saudi
Muslim.
Arabia is corrupt.
But I cannot be free as a Christian in the Middle East today.
Can you do that in Turkey? No. Can you do that in
In her country,
Pakistan?
can we do this?
No.
In Turkey? No, we cannot.
Can you do that in Pakistan?
Can we do this in Pakistan?
No.
we cannot.
Can
we
we do
do
that
it
in
anywhere in the Middle East?
No.
No, we cannot.
So,
And that's why you're all living here. You love England. Because we have the freedom to ask this question. God bless the Queen, but I'm not even an Englishman.
we cannot
But
do
I
that.
thank God for the Judeo-Christian upbringing that we have, the Judeo-Christian memory, and the Judeo-Christian culture that we live in, because we have the right to ask these
So,
questions.
we cannot do those things in Muslim country because Muhammad never allowed anyone to criticize him, because Muhammad never allowed anyone to comment any negative thing about him. That's why Muslim countries do not allow us to do that.
There you go.
So,
Okay, where's the next one? Let's continue on.
we already talked about Muhammad did not like the competitions when a prophet said.
So he didn't like the competition. Nobody else could claim to be a prophet while he was there. And what did he do to Al-Aswad the prophet?
Have a guess, Jay.
Well, I can guess. I pretty well know what happened.
He killed them.
He was killed, and that's in Al-Tabari. Now, Al-Tabari is a tafsir.
Yeah.
So Al-Tabari, number 9, volume number 9, page 167. When you go to Al-Tabari, read it. We could be lying. So go and see if these are correct. You go and see if we are correct.
So, it tells us Muhammad sent a messenger to some of the descendants of the Persian soldiers in Yemen, instructing them to get rid of this person who claimed to be prophet.
What's his name? What's his name?
Aswad, Al-Aswad. And he was killed thanks to Muhammad. Thanks to Muhammad, who is example to all mankind, does not like the competition and kills the Aswad because he claims that he is a prophet.
Now, I want to jump to the singing girl. The girl who used to sing. Now, singing must be harmless, right? But we know that Abdullah bin Khattal, the singing girl, unnamed girl, used to sing satirical songs about the Prophet. So this is not satirical verse. This is mockery through a voice, through singing. What happened to her?
Let's guess.
She got killed.
She got killed.
She got executed. And we read that in Ibn Hisham again, page 551. Everybody gets killed by Muhammad. If you sing against him, if you write against him, if you lament against him, if you talk against him, if you compete with him, you get killed. Congratulations. She's saying congratulations. So she agrees that this is what should happen. But not in Australia. Not here in Britain.
But
Thank
in
God we
Islam,
don't want Muhammad here and his example here.
that doesn't happen in Britain. That doesn't happen in European countries. It happens when Islam is in the power, because Islam does not allow you to do that. Islam does not allow you to use your freedom of speech, or even your freedom of speech, your freedom of singing. You get killed. You get killed.
I'm a proud Muslim and I'm still standing in the middle of this.
Because you're in a Christian country.
This is England.
Because you're in Britain.
Welcome to the England.
Thank God.
Welcome to
The
the
freedom
England.
you have to
I
walk us
cannot
into
do that in
Muslim.
any
You
Muslim
have the
country.
freedom here because of Jesus
I
Christ.
cannot do that any
You have
country
the
which
freedom
claims
here
to follow
because
Islam.
of Judeo-Christian culture that we still have a memory of. No, this is not a Christian country. I wouldn't call this a Christian country, but it's based on Judeo-Christian morals and principles.
Yes.
And the freedom that Gave us, did he not?
He did.
Jesus gave us the freedom to mock him.
Remember,
European puppets.
we've got the similar stories in the Bible. Jesus was accused, Jesus was abused, Jesus was mocked, yet, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. Muhammad was abused, Muhammad was accused, Muhammad was mocked, and people had to say goodbye to their heads.
Goodbye to their head. Goodbye their head. They couldn't even say it. Once the head's gone, you're not going to say much.
Maybe that
But that's
was
a good way to
before.
put it.
Jay.
Yes, go ahead.
What will happen when Jesus come back?
Oh.
Yes, very right. When Jesus does come back, you will be judged.
When
There will
Jesus
be a
comes
judgment.
back,
What do you mean
you
by
are
judge?
accountable for what you heard, and you are going to be
Are
judged
you
in
ready
front
when
of
Jesus
Holy
comes
God.
back? Hussein, are you ready?
Listen.
Are you ready, Hussein?
When he come back, am I going to be
You're
killed?
not going to be ready. And we want to make sure you're ready. But we're going to get to that. Let's continue on. So here you have Al-Hawari ibn Nuqayd bin what? Bin Qusay. That's
Yes.
a long name. He insulted Muhammad in Mecca. According to Ibn Hisham, page 550.
Yeah. Abbas, who is Muhammad's uncle, had put Fatima and Kulthum, who is the daughter of Muhammad, on the camel to take them from Mecca to Medina.
Yes.
And Huwaya go to the beast so that throw it to the ground.
Yeah.
What happened was he was on the list of 8 people who's supposed to be executed, and he was killed when Ali was surrendering to Mecca.
Let's come back. So here you have another mockery.
Yeah.
And what did he do to him? He had him killed. We're kind of getting the same refrain.
Yeah.
It's the one with the long name.
Yeah.
Let's go on and look to the one-eyed Bedouin lady. A one-eyed Bedouin from Bani al-Dil.
So
This is a shepherd living in a cave.
he is an old shepherd who is living in a cave, singing a simple 2-line song.
So they have a 2-line song, a simple song, in other
Yes,
words.
and
Very simple song.
of course, Islam and Muhammad got offended because of those only 2 lines of the song. Of course, when wonderful Muhammad gets offended, what happens?
They kill him.
They get
They get
killed.
killed pretty quick.
What
So here's
happens
another
is,
case. Now, how many have we got?
Just a
This
moment,
is the
just a
8th
moment.
example
Here's
today
a-
that we've looked at.
Yes,
The
but-
8th example of someone mocking Muhammad had to be killed because of mockery.
But what happens is Umayyah had been sent to kill the Abu Sufyan. He was unsuccessful, but he killed this shepherd on the return journey. Muhammad prayed for Umayyah to be blessed. Guy kills this man, and Muhammad prays for the killer, to murderer, to be blessed.
Blessed where?
What do you mean by?
Was this in heaven?
No, like
Just to be blessed on earth.
Muhammad is
According
blessed.
to Ibn Hisham, page
Yeah.
676 and 791.
So Muhammad is blessing those murderers because he killed this old.
So Muhammad is blessing those who killed the men who mocked him.
Yeah.
Now, can you see? That's why we're asking these questions. The same question we've been asking. Now, slave woman, a wife with 2 sons. She was a slave wife with 2 sons. She slandered the Prophet. What does Abu Dawud? Now we're going to the Hadith.
Yeah.
Abu Dawud, volume number 39, Hadith number 4348. What does he say that Muhammad did?
So she slandered Muhammad, and her husband killed her.
Her blind husband
Her
killed her.
husband killed her, and when husband went to Muhammad to say, I killed my wife, Muhammad said, no retribution is payable for her blood.
Are you getting upset?
Get down.
Why do you get down? You're getting upset with us.
There's no debate.
Can you give us an answer now? Before you go, everything we've said about the mockery, can you see? Everything we have said now from Ibn Hisham, Abu Dawud.
I agree with what you're saying. You know what? I can't even sit here and listen to you. Why? Because psychology part, you standing on a stool talking to us from her.
This is Speaker's Corner. I'm sorry. Yeah.
You said you wanted to debate with the person.
No, I didn't say debate. I want to talk with you. Let me ask you, what do you say about this mockery? What about your Prophet's example? Do you have an answer for us on this? Before you go, give us an answer.
You talk about debate. You said you want to debate this. He stood next to you for about an hour. okay? You said to him, I asked you, you didn't let him.
Give us a response.
I said to you at the time.
Do you have a response for this? Is this a good model? Is this a good model?
Yes, yes, yes.
Proving that you are anything as well.
You want to get on a ladder, I can see that. So everybody wants to get on a ladder. You have all the right to get on a ladder. It is a free country. Go get a ladder and try to prove to us that Muhammad's a good prophet. Give us one example from what you've seen here that this is a good model.
What is this? What is this?
This is Ibn Hisham. This is Al-Dawud. This is Al-Bukhari. Do you know who these people are?
I don't know.
Who is Al-Bukhari? Who is Al-Bukhari? Who is Al-Bukhari? Who is it? Is he the most senior one? Do you know when he died?
I know.
Okay, who is it? Just tell me who he is. Is he authoritative? Should you be listening to him?
What's he want?
I'm asking you. We've been reading him. Do you disagree with him? Do you dispute him? Do you accept what he says?
Absolutely.
So you accept that every one of these cases are okay, that Muhammad should have killed these people.
I'll tell you something to make you laugh.
Should Muhammad have killed these people?
At the end of the day, you talk because you say you're a Christian.
We're not going to get an answer, are we? You haven't answered the question. Is this a good model today? Should we use this model in Australia?
You go and say, oh, those Muslim scholars, they play out and they talk to the regular Christians and they put this up on Facebook and on YouTube.
You have an answer.
Yet you guys agree exactly the same thing. If you really talk to me as a scholar, I'm not because
I'm reading your scholar. We have used Ibn Dawud. We have used Ibn Hisham. We have used Al-Bukhari. We have used Al-Tabari. These are your scholars. Now, everything we have read today, we have quoted where they're from. I would like to know, give us an answer before you go. I know you're going to go. I can understand why. This is difficult to hear. But give us an answer now, real quickly. Do you accept this practice? You don't want to answer the question. I love the question, and I have an answer.
You will get killed.
Give us an answer.
You will get killed.
Is this a good model? Is this a good model? Am I asking a good question?
Yes, you are.
Do you want to hear her give us an answer?
Yes.
She won't give us an answer.
Muslims should be accountable for what they follow, who they follow. This is the example of Muhammad, who did not stand when people comment on him or when people criticized him. He beheaded them. We are asking very simple question. Is this an example to us today? Is this a role model for us to follow? I guess answer is no, because Muslims are getting upset. But of course we can understand they cannot say
The
that.
question is, why don't we go to modern Muslim scholars today? But hold on a minute. As Christians, do we go to modern Christian scholars to know who and how we're to live?
No, I follow my Bible.
You go to the Bible.
And then I follow the teachings of Jesus.
And where do you find out about Jesus?
Bible.
Where in the Bible specifically about Jesus?
So I go to the New Testament, 4 Gospels, Matthew, Mark,
So
Luke,
you go
and John.
to the Hadith of Jesus.
Biographies of Jesus.
And John. And you
Biographies
go
of
to the
Jesus.
Sirah of Jesus. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
Yeah.
So we're going to the same genre, right? We always go back to the sayings of Jesus and to the life of Jesus.
We go back to the Bible and we follow the teachings of the Bible from Genesis to Revelation.
So what have we been doing with Muhammad today?
So we are going back to the earliest Islamic sources and we are asking
Earliest Islamic sources.
Asking
We're going
very
to the
simple
Hadith
question.
of Muhammad.
Asking very simple question. Is Muhammad merciful to mankind? Asking very simple question. Is Muhammad role model for us today?
You made it clear. How much more time do you have? How much more time do you have? Okay, let's get going. Okay, so what we're doing, Jose, and I know this lady doesn't want to hear this.
Jose.
Jose.
You got a problem with your memory, my friend.
Jose.
Hassan,
I'm sorry. Thank you for correcting me. It's the other one, though, Jose. So Hassan, real quickly, we are going back to your traditions.
Ask me a question, I have to answer.
Are these your authorities?
No.
Are these your authorities? Are these good authorities? Can you give us a better authority.
You cannot ask a question and ask her to give you the answer.
Okay, can I ask the question? Can I ask the question? And then you answer the...
Can you speak slowly?
Yeah, sorry. How does it make you feel knowing your prophet, who's supposed to be example to all mankind, goes out and order the killings or support the killing for people who mocked him or who left the Islam? How does it make you feel?
Did Moses kill a man?
So my question...
Do we go to Moses?
Did Moses kill a man?
Do we go to Moses as our authority?
Jay,
Did Moses kill
is there any verse in my Bible? Is there any verse in my Bible tells me obey Moses, do what Moses does? No, answer to that question is no. So you are failing to answer my question. My question is very simple.
Yes, he killed a man.
How does it make you feel knowing your role model, perfect example, goes and kills people? How does it make you
I
feel?
got your question. Moses killed a man.
If you got the question, answer the question.
Half of the Egyptian people.
Now, let me ask you, do you go to Moses as your model?
No, I don't go to Moses.
You go to Abraham as your model?
No, I
You go
go
to Billy Graham as your model?
No,
You go to Augustine as your model?
No.
Who do you go to?
Lord Jesus Christ.
Have we said that already today?
Yes,
we
it is.
only go to Jesus.
In your Bible,
Thank God I don't have to go to Moses.
Listen.
Thank God I don't have to go to Abraham.
God
Or
destroyed
Billy
all the
Graham.
homosexual in Sodom and Gomorrah.
I go to
Did God kill
Jesus.
them? Did God kill
But
them?
they have to go to Muhammad, don't they?
They have to go back to
You don't
Muhammad.
go to Hassan, you don't go to Hussein, you don't go to Abdul, you go to Muhammad. Everything you do, you go to Muhammad.
They don't
And
go
so
to
that's why
Moses,
we're
they
only
don't go
reading
to
about Muhammad
Solomon.
today.
Yes.
And you're getting upset with what we're reading.
I'm not getting upset.
I can understand why you're upset.
I'm not. Look, why are you putting words in my
No,
mouth?
she's getting
I'm not
upset.
getting upset.
No, Hassan, you haven't.
Okay.
What
I'm
but
saying
she's
to you,
getting upset.
What I'm saying to you is, look at other prophets what they've done. Look at what God done before.
We don't follow them. They're human prophets.
Then you follow somebody else.
We
then.
follow
You don't follow
God.
the God.
And his name
true
is
God.
Jesus Christ.
You don't follow the true God.
Oh, we follow
God
Jesus.
created heaven and
And what a
hell.
model for
Why
today.
God made
Jesus
hell?
is the role model for today.
Okay, we need to go to Jesus
Madam,
now.
why
now
God
let's end
made
with
hell?
Jesus.
Why God
now,
made
let me
hell?
ask you, Hassan.
Why God
Can
made
you
hell?
find anything wrong with Jesus?
Absolutely, is my prophet. No.
Can anybody find anything wrong with Jesus?
No?
See, every week we ask this question. There's nothing wrong with Jesus.
What is
We have asked it now for
Hold on.
25 years.
Hold
At Speaker's
Hold
Corner.
on, but Jesus spoke. When he come back, he will do a lot of crimes, right?
Absolutely. He will not do any crime.
Here's the
But
thing.
he will,
Here's the thing.
there will be a judgment.
It is God who is going to judge for what you heard.
It's gonna be
and,
war. It's gonna be
you
war
are
between
accountable
Jesus
for what you
and the
heard.
Antichrist.
If I were you,
A lot of people
I would
gonna be
start
killed.
getting ready for
So
that
where is
judgment,
love?
sir.
Or where is
It's
mercy?
gonna be terrible
You better be
time
ready
for
for
you.
him. And you better make sure that you love
Listen,
Jesus as your
listen,
Lord and Savior.
listen.
But
Number
folks,
one.
have you noticed?
Listen.
We've asked the question today.
Listen.
Who is the best model? And
Muhammad.
we've purposely gone to the original sources, the earliest sources. There is no original source. The earliest sources Islam has. We've purposely gone to Ibn Hisham, who is your earliest source on the Sunnah. We've purposely gone to Al-Bukhari, who is the earliest source on your Hadith, and Ibn Dawud. We've gone to Al-Tabari.
Listen.
And we've gone to what Muhammad said,
Listen.
and we've gone to what Muhammad did.
Listen.
In every case, the only crime that these people did was they mocked Muhammad.
You don't know.
Over 9 people, over 9 instances we've looked at today. In every case, it may not be true, but it is your material, it is your authority. In every case, Muhammad had them killed.
Listen.
We didn't even get to the old woman who he had put between 4 camels, and they went in opposite directions.
Of course, you can sit down and then make a list. Who are the people Muhammad killed or associated for killing?
Guys, is that you have no moral high ground standing on this thing and lecturing all of us. Honestly, you're just creating hatred and nothing else.
Oh, we love Jesus.
Step up
We
and
love
starting.
Jesus. What's your name, by the way?
All you're doing.
What's your name, by the way?
Sorry, I don't want to treat
Give me
you
your name.
as an agnostic.
You're not an agnostic. You're a good Muslim. You do this every week.
As an agnostic
As a
person.
Muslim, he
As an
always says
agnostic person.
he has already given
I
up
resent-
Islam.
I
But
resent-
why has he given
I
up
resent-
Islam?
I resent
Because of Muhammad.
I resent you
Because of
standing up
Muhammad.
there.
And I'm
Come
so
down,
glad.
Come down.
I'm so glad we don't have to follow him, are we?
That's
Now, folks,
amazing.
can you see why we've done it today?
Come down.
Are you saying we should do this, sir?
He's Hindu.
This is not a speaker's corner.
Now you can talk.
Now you're running away. me.
Muslims.
Stay here. Should we ask this question?
Of course we should ask those questions.
They hate it when we ask this question. And have you noticed how many Muslims suddenly become agnostics? And they become atheists?
Here's the thing. Here's the funny thing. We come to Speaker's Corner to express our freedom of speech, which is given to us. And Muslims come to Speaker's Corner to express their freedom of speech by telling us to shut up. Isn't that amazing? The freedom of speech Islam never gives to Muslims, yet they come to England, they come to Hyde Park, and they express that freedom of speech with telling us, just shut up. That is wrong.
What did Jesus say in Matthew 10? Jesus said, I am sending you out as lamb before wolves. You're going to be hated. Are we hated today? Yes, we are. And we have been hated by lots of Muslims today because of what we're asking.
Isn't that
By
amazing?
this lady, by that man who just walked away. See, now we're hated for that as well. And every Sunday we get hated by Muslims, and they say we're hate mongers at Speaker's Corner for asking these questions. But Jesus said we're going to be hated, didn't he? There we go. We're going to be liars now.
It tells actually Jesus is the one who sees future and who knows what people are going to do to his disciples in the future.
Okay. And what is it that Jesus said? We're going to be hated for my name's sake. You're going to be persecuted for my name's sake. You're going to be jailed for my name's sake. You're going to be flogged for my name's sake. And you're going to be killed for my name's sake.
And we see today that has been fulfilled. We see that has been fulfilled.
But we love Jesus! And the reason why we love Jesus, because we don't have this problem with Jesus. Jesus allowed himself to be mocked, did he not? They spit on him, didn't they?
They did. Jesus was mocked. Jesus was abused. He was spat on. Yet he said, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. Versus, Muhammad has been mocked. People write poems. People sing songs. And they hate to say goodbye to their heads.
Now, there was one time that there was a disciple named Peter who did try to defend Jesus.
Yes.
And Peter did use a sword, did he not? A Makai, a sword that is at his side, there in the Garden of Gethsemane. And what did Peter do to defend his Lord?
Jesus did not turn to Peter and then say, behead that person. Jesus turned to him and then said, put your sword down.
But before he even did that, he took the ear and put it back on the servant. He healed the man. Jesus healed what Peter had done. He would not even let his disciples defend him.
Yes.
And then he turned to Peter, not the man. He turned to Peter, put away your sword. For he who lives by the sword dies by the sword. Oh, I love Jesus.
Of course.
I love Jesus.
We see Jesus is not only lovable, he is loved and also is defendable. Versus Muhammad has nothing to do with love and mercy.
Muhammad doesn't have any to do with love. Folks, we're going to leave it there. But can you see why we're asking this question? Hasan, you have a question.
It is not good day for Allah. It is not very good day for Allah.
Okay, what's your question?
My question to you, why Rome becomes so violent when they become a Christian?
Rome became violent because there weren't any Christians there. They destroyed Christianity.
They didn't.
The Christians were persecuted by Rome. And thank God that the church did not pick up weapons to destroy Rome.
Because we follow
300 years, they never took up
we follow the Bible. We follow the example of Jesus. I do not follow the Pope. I do not follow the Rome. I follow the Bible and example of Jesus.
And we don't follow Constantine, do we? Thank God we don't follow Constantine. Because what did Jesus say? Separate church and state in Matthew 22. So who is the man for today?
Jesus.
What is his name?
Jesus.
What is his name?
Jesus.
Do you love that name? You love that name. You've left Muhammad and come to Jesus. You've come on home, lady. And I love you for that. And we're going to be together forever. And so we're here. She's your sister in Christ. Come on back to Jesus. What a model for today.
It's a wonderful model for today.
What a paradigm for today.
Wonderful paradigm.
Thanks so much, Hatun. We'll see you next week, folks.